Hello, everyone. Welcome to Chair Yoga and Meditation. As I said in my email to you all, that today is going to be really leaning into the meditation part of it. So be ready for that, in that, a little more time will be devoted to it, and that you've got all your gear. You've got the kinds of things that help you to enter into that time of relaxation and quieting with comfort. That you've got all your props or yourself set up in a way that is lends itself to that. So let's begin our transitional time with sort of modified box breath. That box breath, just to remind you, is the one where you inhale for a count of 4, you take a space for the same count of 4, and then exhale 4 and space. The modified version is that you don't necessarily have to count, but that you're very in tune to the fact that there's a space between your inhale and your exhale. And you're giving your full awareness to not only the inhalation, but also those spaces in between the inhale and the exhale. So close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. Let's start with closing the eyes. Sit up nice and tall. Let's get the block between our legs so we're using good posture. We start the body in its alignment. And begin that kind of breathing, that mindful breathing where you're aware of the space between the inhale and the exhale. And that you start to notice, eventually, breath after breath, a sort of settling of your body, a settling of your mind. I started off frustrated here. So I'm using the breath, calm my body, calm my nervous system, just engage in the moment at hand. Relax, parts of your body that tense up when you get riled up, or anything that just seems a little off. Go there. Maybe you bring your hand to it. Maybe you calm yourself with your touch. And let's stay here for maybe another minute, a minute of this kind of breathing, this kind of awareness of transition. That's that Pratyahara, changing our sensory perception, withdrawing from it. So we are very much in tune with the experience within ourselves. So if I don't mention certain things, that you like to do, I hope that you just do. You use the tools that you have learned for yourself in this process of transition, whatever it might be. We got a late start. I do intend to go a full hour, so just to let you know, it will go past the top of the hour. Hopefully that won't disrupt you too much here. And then let's just a little bit more transitioning tools. I would like you to lay your hands across your heart space, just palm over palm, hands at the chest bone there, right in the area of your heart chakra. And I like to use the image that your hands are an extension of that heart chakra, of the energy of the heart. Your hands extend into that we're kind of like absorbing. Our hands are absorbing the energy of love and peace and kindness. And use it like a lotion. I'm absorbing it into my hands. I start to rub my palms together like there's this lotion of peacefulness and love and kindness. And then I want to just rub that down through my arms, go back for more, get more lotion when you need it. So just keep your eyes closed and find your own way of self-havening, creating this safe place, the safe, loving haven. anywhere that you want that heart energy, that lotion of energy to be applied. I have had a stiff neck for the couple days. That's just really getting me down. So I'm really applying that healing energy to my neck area. So just a little bit more attention to this, loving awareness, just like it's a lotion or a healing balm, wherever your body needs it. Good. And then palms up on your lap. You're sitting now, you're just opening up your hands into the mudra of receptivity. Our hands are open on our lap. Take a moment to call forth what it is you need from class. In other words, set your own particular intention. You know, you've had your week, your weekend, your days, your experience of life since we've been together, and you're just bringing that all to the fore. Like, well, how's it going? Is there a particular thing or person, place, or mindset that you would like to just, release, change, bless? It could be that. It could be that there's no problem. It's like you just are offering a blessing, and that's your intention. And then let that be. And so it is. We'll let that be just as it is. As we open the eyes now, flutter your eyes and get used to the environment. Let's just bring our fingertips to our shoulders and open up into those kind of chicken wings. And let's quicken the breath now, but not so much so that you feel like you don't have the energy yet. But see if you can find inhale to one direction, exhale to the other direction. So it turns with the inhale and exhale, no space in between unless you decide to incorporate that. This breath practice is intended to just flow smoothly between inhale and exhale at the pace you feel like you can do. Inhaling, exhaling right away.
Yeah.
Warming up the body. Somebody's not muted.
Okay.
Please check that out. Somebody's not muted. Maybe I can intervene here.
I better call there because at first it was 12:30. Then I had 4.
Oh, I did it. Yay. I was able to do it. So continue with that breath. And let's finish it up where you were exhaling, the direction in which you were exhaling. We're going to switch that around to take an inhale there. And now we're exhaling in the opposite direction. So you've just changed the rhythm a little bit. Inhale starts on the other side, exhale. So just a few of these just to kind of balance that out. Here we go. Oops, I don't need my glasses. Made that quick change. All right. And let's come back to center. Now just circle that out. Just let those wings circle around like little robin's wings. And we're going to close that up and open it back up. So really let those shoulder blades draw toward each other. And when you bring those wings together, try to create a little dome or roundness through the back. So let's let that incorporate the little movement of the open and close. Is going to feel some changes in your spine, and particularly in your shoulder blades. Oh, yeah. Inhale opens, exhale close. So I intend to intentionally use the image of the robin because now I want to open it up into a bigger bird. So let's expand that into more of an eagle's wing. So open those wide open. Flap them again, rounding, even more rounding of the back body now. Rounding, pull the belly in. So you can feel that dome shape as you bring those palms together in front of you. And then we expand. And then we round. Stay with the arms now. Flap them in and raise them to the ceiling, just straight on up. Push your feet to the floor. Push, push, so you feel real strong in your whole body. It gives you the sense that you're doing a full body stretch. And then drop one arm alongside the frame of the chair and sweep that up and change to the other side. So let's just begin some movement like that. I invite you to explore that full range of movement. You come all the way up, you go way down and back. So you're trying to explore the full range of movement of your arm in this way through that shoulder socket. My pace might seem fast to you, and I just kind of pick a pathway here while I'm trying to talk and do it. You've got the benefit of being able to keep your mouth shut and start moving according to the rhythm of your breath, a little more awareness to that. So don't be misled if the pace that you're seeing just doesn't match up with yours. It probably won't. Full extension of the range. You're trying to find that full range of movement. Even it out so it feels like both arms got to move the same number of times. Palms will come together, look up. Exhale here at your own heart. Inhale back up. Exhale all the way down and around like a backstroke. We've got one more of those. Inhales up, all the way down and around. This time when we come up, I want you to just touch your fingers. So fingers and thumbs just come together. They're spread apart. So a touch, and then open that heart. Touch the fingers and the thumbs. Continuing to move through those shoulder blades. Big inhale, full exhale. Beautiful. Let's push out like we're pushing against the walls on either side of the room. Really spread your hands apart. Fingers are spread apart. You're pushing through the palms. It feels very active in your hands and wrist area. Push, push. Flip it so palms face up. And let's drop that right arm down alongside the frame of the chair. Extend out, extend out. We're going to cross that over and pin it in. So it's a stretch through here. Try not to turn your whole body. Keep your shoulders squared away. Keep a squeeze in the block. And we're going to let that elbow lift up. Drop the fingertips behind your head. Now, if you have a tendency to duck your head, do it more systematically where you just get that arm up, you keep your head, and then you layer it up so you've got a hold of it. So it might not look exactly like what you see because you're gonna make sure that your priority is to keep your head aligned with your spine. You're not gonna duck. Can you breathe through your armpits now? So we've got ourselves in this odd position, but see if you can breathe that feels like you're expanding your chest by way of your armpits. Your armpits benefit from that expansion. That deepens into the armpits is just access to your shoulder joint. And take a backstroke to come out of that. Any little movement or reset of the body you need, and then we're going to just switch arms. Just extend it. Seems like you've loosened it out. Don't pull yourself. Just lengthen there. And then cross it over. A couple deep breaths right here. Keep your feet planted. You can feel your toes. And then again, maybe you just touch the back of your back body there, and then hold on, and no ducking. Might feel a little bit different from one side to the other. Might feel very different one side to the other. Just notice without judgment. It's not a problem. Deepen your breath. Exhale completely every time. Deepen those armpits. And we'll take a backstroke, backstroke to come out of that all the way, all the way, all the way out. Arms are alongside the frame of the chair. We're almost here now. We've worked the spine. We're going to come into our full cow cat sequence here. Arching the back body. Let your hands come to your knees, straight arms. Suck that belly in round, tuck your tail. Squeeze the block like crazy so you can use the Mula Bandha and start to affect the strength of your perineum. So move through this very familiar sequence of vinyasa, connecting breath to movement. And don't forget the part where you pull, feels like you're pulling the block in towards your root. So you can use the Mula Bandha strength to tone and strengthen your perineum. So kind of exaggerate. We're exaggerating everything. We're pulling the belly in like crazy. We're exaggerating the move through the spine. This is vinyasa. It connects breath to movement. Beautiful. Let's come back to neutral position. I'm going to have you tuck the block underneath you, lift both arms up for a little kicking now as we extend straight arms and straight legs. Lift up, kick it out right in front of you. Inhale up, exhale's the kick. Maybe give it a little ha sound when you're kicking. Let's do two more where we do the whole thing twice. Good job. Inhale up. Exhale, create that W shape so we open the heart. Inhale up. Open the heart. Up. And when you come into that bent elbow, let's find that goddess shape and open up our legs a little wider. Squirm around. You can do it. So we can do the open and close. We've got ourselves set. Inhale here. Exhale brings everything to center. Open it up. Close it. Now, clasp your hands. So forearms together if you can, but for sure, clasp hands. And let's just move the legs. The legs continue to open and close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Next time when the legs come together, hold them together, kind of squeeze them together, and find the goddess shape arms and do the same thing up top. Inhale, exhale. So you can really feel yourself drawing in toward the midline. Your legs have already accomplished that, squeezing, giving you a base experience of that midline energy in the body. Next time you're bringing that into a close, I'm going to move a little bit. You don't need to do the moving I'm doing. We're going to just bring that into a curled up position. So your elbows are tucking in towards your navel. Lift up as high as you can, head and everything, and come down and around through the back body. Full breath in, full breath out. Last time, up and down, up and down. Let's keep the legs together, relax your arms into a more neutral position, maybe just sort of resetting the body by way of some shoulder rolls. So keep your arms close to your body. I say, just a reminder, when you have your hands on your lap, it's a little easier to do. The full weight of your arms is not part of the shoulder roll experience. If you bring your arms alongside the frame of the chair, the full weight is a part of the experience. So you choose which one of those works better for you. Now let's change the direction of that. and go one at a time. And when you do the one at a time, turn your head to go with it. So your right shoulder is moving, you're trying to turn in your head right. When your left shoulder is moving, that's the direction your head kind of goes. One at a time, rolling back. Lots of movement here in the shoulders. You can tell what my body needs. My poor neck. Beautiful. Let's see about some open and close with the legs again. Let's start open with that wide angle, either holding on to the back of the chair or keeping your hands at your waist. So this is sort of an open and close, isn't it? Where we hop one leg over the other to meet the other. But let's do a pattern. I just did two. I'm going to do two over here. You could change it up in your own way. That's what I'm going to start with, a little pattern of twos, just to keep my mind-body connection sharp. That's the idea. You paying attention, counting, a little bit of counting. The step, how wide you go is up to your body, that you've chosen to work with. Now I'm going to go to a different pattern where I'm switching every time. That's my choice of pattern. You can choose something different. And I'm trying to get a little more of a prance. I'm trying to get that lifted up a little more. I think this is prancing. Finish it up so it feels like, you did your best to determine that each side got to be met. Come back to center. Hands are on the thighs. Make sure you're all caught up with your breathing. You got to maybe reposition yourself so you're properly supported on the chair. Shoulders. See, we've created a big space between our legs here. Think of it as like there's this dome, if you will, and we're going to try to draw the shoulder in toward that dome. Get as low to it as you can, one shoulder at a time. Keep your hands on your thighs and just switch from side to side. It's a twist and it's dipping down into center. This one you could also create a pattern if you chose to do two on each side, and then you do two to the other side, your choice. I think I'm gonna stick with one at a time. Stay with it. And try to feel in your body what's being used. What's the most, where do you feel stability in your body? Where do you feel stretching in your body? I'm finishing it up here. Seems like that's the same number I did on each side. Pretty good guess. Let's reset the body any way your body says how to do that. And bring your legs back to a more hips distance apart. Scoop up the leg. Let's quickly go through our joint rotation. So just hold yourself very upright. Use the heaviness of your leg so you can loosen up your ankle. Steady the breath. Notice the breath. Notice how you're sitting in the chair. You're just very aware of how you're holding yourself. Start now moving into the knee movement. So rotating through the knee so that you feel that lateral movement. You'll want to change the direction. Make sure, again, as best as you can, you're sitting straight up. You're not leaning back. We're going to do the hips on their own. So we're going to just hug that knee into the chest, kick it straight out. So this kind of continues with the knee. It's a straight leg followed by a bent knee. Hold your leg any way you want to. I'm holding on the underside of my thigh. But it's straight out. It's not outside here. It's right within the frame of my hips, right within the frame of your chair. Straight leg out, drop that heel all the way down. So heel down, toes up. Lift up and fold forward to touch the toes or to touch the floor. Walk yourself up. I just bring my hands to my thighs and just push myself up and do a few of those. Notice your breath. Last one. Both feet back to the floor. Any kind of adjustments you need to make before we move to the second side. I'm going to change my camera just a bit. You know what we're doing. We're on the second side. So start to move that foot. Keep yourself from leaning back. Don't lean back. Use the heaviness of your leg to strengthen your arms. Notice your breathing. Just notice. Maybe there's a little huff and puff going on. That's okay. Just noticing that. Maybe you steady it a bit. And go into the knee. Let's just count this time. 4 circles in one direction, 4 circles in the other direction. Just count. Then we're going to hug that knee into the chest and stick it out. So it's a bent knee and a straight leg. The foot on the floor, you're just pushing into that so you feel the stability that that offers you, that standing leg. Hug that knee in, extend it out, drop it all the way down, straight leg. I had to scoot forward, so I'm just coaching you to know that sometimes that happens. You got to get yourself properly positioned in the chair. Same deal, inhaling up, folding forward to that straight leg. Exhale completely, get yourself upright in a way that feels supportive to you. Be sure to get that full exhalation in. Last time. Hands come to the thighs, bring your feet back together. Any reset of the body, here's where we do it. Let's get into the hip by way of the figure 4. So we're going to take that leg and cross it. Don't use your hands to drag your leg up. Let's just see if we can get the leg to come up on its own. A couple of those. Once it's up there, kind of pull your heel in toward the crease of your leg there and start to massage a little bit so you can get through some of this initial resistance. Think of it as havening again. So it's not, it's a good thing. It's not like you're trying to force anything. You're just havening, using your tender, loving care to allow your body a little better access. Let's get a hold of the shin. I just like to put my hands together and just sort of hold on there, keeping your elbows in towards your waist, and then pull yourself toward that leg by meaning your chest bone is coming forward and coming back. So come in and back out, come in. And pay attention to what you feel so that you can breathe into that and be aware. This is your body talking to you. The sensation in the body is the language of the body. So paying attention to where you feel that and how you feel it. And then you'll know what to do. You will know how to govern yourself based on that awareness of the sensation. Next time you fold forward, if you choose, you can let your arms just drape past your shin like a rag doll. So more body weight now, and we can hold. We are folding and holding for a deeper hip opening. Spread the toes on this foot. Just keep it active. Now count some breaths. Give yourself a goal here. You're going to hold it, 3 more breaths or something like that? When we're ready to come out of it, bring yourself up and don't use your hands again. Don't use your arms to get that leg back down. Just put it down and bring it back up. Put it down and bring it back up. And now we got that going. Let's do it. Just switch to the other side. Leg comes back up. One more time, and then you'll pull it in. Then you can pull it in, get your heel up towards your crease, start the havening, the massaging here. Flex that foot, spread the toes. Maybe it's a good time to catch up with your breathing. The foot on the floor is placed strategically. It should be lined up right underneath your knee joint. Your ankles and knees should line up. That's right alignment in the body. We're going to hold on to the shins, squeeze your elbows in, and then start that forward and back kind of rocking. And feeling the stretch, noticing the sensation. Spread the toes here. No tension in the mouth. Don't need anything there. Chest, chest, chest. I know your head wants to take over, your face does. See if you can really pay attention to the fact that it's the chest doing the moving. The rest of the body just comes along for the ride. The chest is the boss, coming forward and then back. I'm going to do 2 more. And then I'm going to hold it. So coming forward, draping the arms, and letting my body weight fold deeper into much more sensation in the hip. Keep that foot on the floor, really pushing down, steady, stable. If your body still needs your touch, what if you feel like, ooh, this isn't that easy? You can always haven. You bring your hands, you do the self massage, you calm that down. I'm a big fan of hands to the body for that calming. One or two more breaths. Come back up. Use your hands to kind of push you up, but no hands as we bring that foot back to the floor, up, back to the floor, and down. Let's get a hold of our block. Put it between the legs. I'm going to turn a little bit. You don't need to do any turning. So we can do this deal. I get onto these kicks. I like this when it's fun. So you're lifting your feet up off the floor, squeezing that block, and of course we get a nice little workout of the abdominals. So lift it up, lift it up. And if you want to try it, that you're not holding onto the chair, so that was a lot of leverage. It gave you a lot of leverage to hold onto the chair, so you could play with that. And maybe the leverage is precisely what you need. Let's hold now. Get it up there and see if you can hold it. Hold it. Now, definitely you're leaning back. Absolutely you're leaning back toward the backrest. Try to tuck your chin in a little bit so there's no strain in your neck. Just see what you can bring some awareness. So no strain in the neck is what we're looking for here. Trying to hold our head properly. No strain in the neck. Now keep that block. Get your feet to the floor and just come right back up to standing. Let's try that again just for the fun of it. Feet up, feet down, bottom up. Let's meet right here. I'm going to lower down. I like the block between the lower legs here in mountain. Straighten out your feet. Try to lift your toes up, spread them out. More awareness to your feet than you usually do. Nice strong belly wall. Let's get a soft bend of the knee, mountain pose. Imagine you're backing yourself up into a wall. You want the back of your head touching that wall. You'd like your shoulder blades touching that wall. So that's the alignment we're looking for. Close the eyes if you haven't done it yet. Or just look at the floor if that's a better option for you for the sensation of stabilizing yourself. Sometimes closing the eyes is just a bit much. Now deepen the breath. So it's a full body experience of breathing. You want the breath to start, the inhale in your imagination starts at the soles of the feet. It's like the earth mother is giving you breath all the way up to the crown of the head. And let's descend down the back side of the body. So inhale that breath as it ascends through the front side of your body. Exhale that breath down through the back side of your body. Notice, just start to notice your body. Notice the sensations. Get real curious. One more full body breath like that. Ascending the inhale, descending the exhale. Excellent. All right, I'm going to lose the block and put it under the chair and take a wide angle. Now, some of you might decide you'd rather be somewhere different in relation to your chair. So be sure to just take that on whenever that is true for you, that you need to find a better position for your chair. For those of you who have remained in your chair, you could take that wide angle right here in the chair. So that still works great. We're going to do some twisting. We didn't do much twisting in our seated posture, so let's do a little bit of that here. Just a wide open sort of a star almost shape here, as we just bring one hand to meet the floor on the opposite side. We twist. See if you can find some kind of rhythm of the breathing. You're just, maybe it's just pure and simple to notice that you are breathing. Maybe the knees bend. Okay. You're paying attention to the experience in your body. Then the next time you are bending over to touch a foot, stay there. Doesn't matter which side. Stay at that side. Bring your face towards your knee like you're going to kiss your knee, and hold on to your leg. Hold on something. Both hands are over there, and you just hold on to your leg or maybe part of your foot so you can draw your face closer to your leg. Deepen the breath. Feel this in your hip. The other foot, press it down so you feel the connection and the stability that offers. Soften the knees quite a bit. Get your hands to your thighs. Bring yourself up in that fashion, nice and easy. We were in an inversion for a while. Let's wait. Let's wait that out. Let the body adjust. So you know what side you were on. You got to go to the other side now, whatever that might be. Your side two, folding down. Both hands are over there. Bring your face towards your knee like you're going to kiss yourself there. Holding on, breathing. Butt is high, head is low. The other foot is your source of ground. It's your source of stability. This time when we come out of it, bend those knees, get your hands on your thighs, meet me halfway up. I'm turning, you don't need to do any turning, but I'm turning so you can see I'm talking about this. We do this a lot. We've got like a squat that we brought up in the air. So you can feel the arch of your back body. You've lifted your chest to look out. Arms are very straight in my body when I do this. I've got nice strong arms, no bend in the elbow. Spread your arms away from you like wings would do. Now you're all into your legs and hips, all into your legs. Feel that, breathe that, and let your arms and legs bring you all the way up. Palms will be together. Let's come back. Instead of palms, I'm changing my mind. Fingers, those fingers touch. And just come into some movement like that. Keep your hands spread apart. And then every time they come up, you're touching those fingers. Excellent. We're going to do a side bend now. If your legs are too far apart or there's something about the way you're standing that you want to make a shift, this is a time. because we're going to just do a little side bend like this. So that one arm is kind of like coming straight out from the shoulder, the lower arm, and the other one is close to your head, close to your ear. I still have my hands spread apart like we've been doing. Breathing in and out. Maybe you're softening the knees quite a bit. Feels more stable perhaps when you do it that way. Another breath in and out. Carry yourself up. You know what to do. Just take your time. Side two. One arm kind of just comes straight out from the shoulder socket. The other one is very close to the head. Breathe in, breathe out. All the way up, those fingertips touch. Exhale, open the heart, and when you do, bend the knees just a bit. Fingertips touch, bend the knees, arch that back, you're opening the heart. Now this time, let's see if we can very intentionally draw heels in, toes out. So much more intentional about the way our feet are positioned, and start by squatting into that. So we're really utilizing those thighs, that strength of the belly. So let's do a little dancing goddess. That's the bent elbow, and we kind of bring that around from one leg to the other, finding some movement in the pelvis, the dancing goddess. Deepen the breath. Let's hold the goddess right at center. 1, 2, and 3, and push it up like you're trying to push into the ceiling with your palms. Lift your face to look up if that feels okay for your neck. Palms come together overhead. Inhale here. Exhale, prayer position at the heart. Inhale, back up. Exhale all the way around. Good. Now, can you position yourself near your chair so that you've got the support of the back side for some walking? Take a step forward and back. You might not need the chair at all, but it's there if you need it. You can touch it whenever you want. So the standing leg is the one near the chair. It's not doing much. It's just going to stay put while we walk forward and back. Let's get the arms engaged now. This one, it's the bicep curl where you've had your palms up and then you come into a curl. So as you step forward has the bicep curl, arms down. Now look out. You don't need to look at the screen. Very strong arms. Forward, down, forward. Okay, you got the idea. Now it's a backward step. So when you do your bicep curl, step back instead. Now take a wide step, wide open. It looks like that. Just taking a wide step. Let's hold that open. Hold that open. I'm turning, you don't need to, so you're open just like you were, just open. And find that goddess again. Heels in, toes out. Let's dance our way out of there. So you're just coming into your dancing goddess. Beautiful. And bring your arms down, bring your feet back together, and start to shake that out as you turn to create side two. So you've got the support of the chair over here. Catch up with your breathing. New leg is standing. So just get your rhythm of your step for a moment. Stepping forward and bringing it back. And then you're going to do the bicep curl. Curl it in with a nice strong arm. Now step back. and step wide. And that one goes wide open with the arms. You step wide. Your pace, not mine. Let's meet in that step wide. We're going to bring our heels in, toes out, create the dancing goddess. Move your pelvis. Feel the strength of those legs. Beautiful. Locate yourself behind your chair. Maybe you need a pause. So anytime there's a pause that your body needs, you take it. This next thing is just stretching it all out. Just create your L-shaped stretch. Stretch through those arms and through the armpit, down through the sides of your body. Keep pulling the butt muscles back to stretch those hamstrings and the buttocks. Make an imprint with your feet so you feel like your feet are really glued to the ground to help you create more of a stretch than ever. And start walking toward the chair. And make your way to mountain pose. I have my block handy. I'm going to grab it and put it between my lower legs. I need that training. My knees have a tendency to kind of knock knee. I'm trying to reshape that. Let's calm down now, just in this mountain pose. Just calm through the body, feeling your efforts, feeling the prana in your body now, and just feeling the efforts as it's experienced right now in your body. Maybe a full body breath. We're going to dedicate now 15 minutes for our meditation. So just to give you an idea of my plan, you can, of course, exit anytime you need to, but that's going to be the plan here at the central station. So I'm coming into my use of my chair for Shavasana, for relaxation, setting up your personal space. Get a drink of water, do those things. I never think to say this, but if you had music, instrumental music in your background for your class, that might be really nice. I just have never figured out a way to make it transmit very effectively. But maybe right now you turn some music on. I don't know. So don't shortchange yourself in terms of comfort. Take the time you need. Use the support or props that might help you to better experience this in a way that's very nurturing, very self-nurturing. This would be a time to light the candle. If you haven't done that yet, this would be that time to light the candle. The candle is used in meditation as a focal point, so that might be how you position the candle. It's right within your easy access to gaze at it. Maybe it's just that it's the ambience of it. You turn light the candle and it just sort of changes the ambiance to a little more sacred space, more intentionally sacred. So use it the way that appeals to you. And feel the support of the surface that's beneath you. Some of you I know are using a second chair. So you've got the support of a chair that's, that you're leaning into, and you've got the support of the second chair to prop up your legs. Be aware of that total support, however that is in your environment. Aware of the surface beneath you that is supporting you. So it's starting to tune in step by step. And that's where we're going to start here, is this surface beneath us, and that's holding us. It's holding you. Like being held by, as if you were a child being held by the mother, lovingly, adoringly, totally caring for you. That's the support you're getting. Again, I encourage you now to use that modified box breathing. The full breath or a big breath comes in, you notice the pause, you wait it out so you really notice it. You exhale completely, and there's another pause that you can bring your awareness to, and you really notice it. Inhaling, pause, exhale, pause. Just the way that you're breathing is what is the natural thing that showed up through the nose, through the mouth, how that breath is taking place. Trust your body. You're breathing exactly as you need to be. And your awareness is in the fullness of the breath and in the space between the inhale and the exhale. All of that has your full awareness. Let's get some more of that loving energy from the heart as we bring our palms to the sternum. So that's right there at your chest bone. Like you're letting that heart energy be absorbed into your hands. And name it for yourself. What is that? Is it love? Is it kindness? Is it tenderness? Is it beauty? What is this energy that you are needing and that you're absorbing into your hands right now? And let that be like a loving lotion, and bring that to the arms or the neck, any part of your body that you would like to distribute this loving and beautiful heart energy, like a soothing, a healing balm that comes from your heart. Bring that all to the place of your body that needs it. Tenderly, lovingly distributing. And when you finish that distribution, let your arms rest now. Lay them in a way that feels restful for your arms. Again, aware of the surface beneath you that is supporting you. And maybe now it includes, you can tell that your arms are supported. So you can really rest. Now look for any areas in the back, the whole back body. Be on the lookout for anything that feels like it's holding or gripping, so that you can let that go. Check your back body to see if anything is holding or gripping so that you can let that go. Let's go specifically down into the low back area and down into the buttocks. Again, we're looking, is there any sort of clenching so that we can let that go? Low back into the buttocks, check. Bring your awareness to check and release any clenching. Let it go. Relax your arms. Relax all of your legs, all the way down to the feet, both legs. And bring breath and awareness to your neck and shoulders. Breath and awareness to your neck and your shoulders. Bring breath and awareness to your upper arms. Breathe into your upper arms. Breath and awareness in your wrists and in your hands. Breath and awareness into your fingers, all of your fingers. So much so, it's like you're applying lotion to each one of your fingers and your thumbs. Give it the time it needs. Breath and awareness comes back into the wrists and the upper arms. And now into the heart space, right there at the center of your chest. Breath and awareness right there. And it drops to the navel center. Breath and awareness at the navel. Bring breath and awareness to your thighs and your hips. Breathing there into your thighs and your hips. Bring breath and awareness to your knees. Into your ankles. And then your feet. Let's go back to the knees with breath and awareness. And now our thighs and hips. The navel center. The heart center. And let's find our way to the throat. Breath and awareness at the throat. And to the center of your forehead. Stay there, breathing both in and out with your awareness at the center of your forehead. Both in and out. It's like the breath is filling your head. It's filling it like it does your lung. Gentle, thorough, loving, powerful. Follow the exhale down the nostril. Inhale fills the head. The exhale comes out through your nostrils to the space that surrounds you. Inhale from that space that surrounds you and out again into it. Breath and awareness flowing. In from the space around you and out again into it. Soften your mouth, relax your tongue. Relax the muscles of your face that surround your eyes. Let the breath now be as the breath is. No more attempts to control or shape. Breath and awareness is part of the very being, the experience of being right here, right now. So hum. So hum. I am that. I am one with the universal energy of pure love. I am that. So hum. So hum. I invite you to bring your hands to your arms as if you're giving yourself a hug in some way or stroking now as we introduce movement back into the body. Take a big breath in through your nose and exhale it out of your mouth like a sigh. Ah. Introducing movement back into the body. Maybe you're going to bring your feet back to the floor. Sitting more intentionally in the center of your chair or sitting arrangement so you can bring your body into a place of spinal alignment again, sitting upright. Sigh that breath out one or two more times. Ah. And again, finding your way to an upright position. Let's sync up our breath one last time. Inhale with me, palms will be together overhead. Exhale, bow at your own heart. Inhale back up. And as we exhale, let's share this peaceful energy with our community. Hands come back to the prayer position. We bow to ourselves and we bow to one another all across the miles. Namaste, my friends. Thanks for joining me.